Have you ever watched a college or professional baseball game and wonder how the pitcher throws the ball with such speed and accuracy? Is it a gift or is it hard work? Well, I'm here today to tell you there's both. As a college-level pitcher, I know what it takes to have such speed, velocity, and accuracy on each pitch. I've done extensive research on overpitching and training of young athletes. Today I will discuss how you need to limit your pitch count on these young athletes, take a break from pitching throughout the year, and learning different pitches like curveballs and sliders later in their life whenever their body is fully developed. In doing all this will lead to a stronger athlete later in their careers. I will also go over why incorrect pitching mechanics and overpitching are a major problem and a simple solution to alleviate that problem. Now first, let's go to throwing curveballs and overpitching and how it is a problem. Many believe that a young pitcher throwing a curveball too soon means that they're at a high risk of injuries, such as arm and elbow surgeries. But research not necessarily supports this, saying that the skills needed to throw the curveball are not developed, making this faulty mechanics, and that puts them at a greater risk of an injury. The Little League Association, in an article they have, Learn and Teach the Dangers of Overuse and Injuries, they said throwing curveballs too early is counterproductive for arm fatigue, which interferes with the fastball mechanics. Dr. James Andrews, an orthopedic surgeon and also the founder of American Sports Medicine Institute, says that curveballs are not the cause, but he is not in favor of throwing them at a young age. He said that he doesn't like to see pitchers at a young age throwing them before they are able to shake. He also says that too many pitches can blow out an arm completely early in their career, resulting in surgery such as the Tommy John surgery invented by Dr. Andrews. And he also says that he performs the surgery 7 times more than he did 15 years ago. Now that you're aware of the problem, let's discuss a simple solution. The Little League says if coaches help in recognizing these warnings and help conquer the problem of the overuse of pitching in these young athletes, they need to know what they need. They need to know what they need to look for. And it first begins with arm fatigue, and then goes to local soreness, and then after that goes to severe pain. And if these young pitchers keep throwing on arm fatigue, they're more at a risk of having surgery later in their career. Coaches, parents, and players need to avoid this by acknowledging their off game, also not usual mannerisms that the young athletes are having. They need to catch this they need to catch this as soon as possible because it's very important, and they don't want to damage anything else in their arm later. It is also very important to have a clear communication with the young athlete. It is what will keep them strong. I know that many kids nowadays play park ball throughout the week, and on the weekends are traveling around playing travel ball and doing all these types of showcases, and it's very difficult to keep up with their rest days and also their pitch counts. Dr. Andrews says that he really encourages throwing, but he just doesn't encourage competitive throwing. He said that pitching is developmental, and this year-round throwing is the problem. Now that you know the benefits of saving and lessening future injury later in the arm, now let's look at a baseball world if we just stick to the time frames. Teaching general rules to parents and kids can have a great advantage early in their pitching careers. These young kids need to learn how to throw and develop at a safe pace. Just imagine a world where a young baseball player can understand their pitch count and recognize their arm fatigue. Just imagine them stopping their own pitching to prevent an injury later in their career. And imagine them concentrating on their development and not their competition. But on the other hand, there's young pitchers throwing curveballs and throwing really high pitch counts, which is going to lead to more injuries and surgeries later on in their careers. Now keep this visualization of this perfect baseball world And let's now take action. Not only does limiting pitch counts, taking breaks throughout the year from pitching, or waiting to learn certain pitches such as a curveball or slider help protect the young athlete's arm, it also makes him a stronger athlete in the end. Now today we've discussed the effects of overpitching and teaching special pitches such as curveballs and sliders. And the players who extremely pitch with extremely high pitch counts and with multiple teams without rest can easily develop arm fatigue. And then the arm fatigue translate next into local soreness, and then after that turns into severe pain. With this constant abuse, it is an increase of risk of arm fatigue or an injury later on in their career. Learning these specialty pitches at a young age is a very high risk of throwing an arm out early in a young athlete's career. So take a simple solution. Be proactive. Monitor these young athletes and stop or delay their teaching to help their arm rest. And help build these athletes strong by eliminating this abuse on their arm with these high pitch counts, especially pitches at a young age. Get involved and encourage other coaches to get involved by recognizing these early signs. Make a difference in a young athlete's career. Who knows, they could be a professional baseball player one day, or